Today's story connects global trade wars, India's manufacturing ambitions, and an unexpected twist from Afghanistan, all tied together by one powerful thread: rare earth. The headline that shocked everyone is that China has agreed to resume rare earth exports to India, but with a heavy condition attached. This isn't just a business deal or a routine export approval. China, the world's biggest supplier of rare earth elements, wants India to provide a written guarantee that these materials will not be re-exported or diverted to the United States. In simple words, Beijing is saying, we'll sell you rare earth magnets, but they stay in India. Not a single gram goes to America. Rare earth elements are the raw materials. Rare earth magnets are the high-tech finished products vital for EVs, wind turbines, missiles, radars, and smartphones. These magnets are the backbone of modern technology, and Indian industries, especially EV manufacturers, depend heavily on them. Usually, companies importing such materials from China sign an end-user certificate, promising they won't be used for weapons of mass destruction. But now, China wants an additional guarantee, similar to the Wassenaar Arrangement, a global rule meant to prevent sensitive technologies from being diverted for military use. And this is where India hesitates, because that extra guarantee is not just paperwork, it's a strategic trap. China is tightening the rules because the U.S.-China trade war is intensifying. With the United States threatening 100% tariffs on Chinese goods, China is weaponizing its biggest strength, rare earths, which it dominates with nearly 90% global control. If America can't buy these materials directly from China, it might try to get them through India, just like the West bought refined Russian oil indirectly from India. So China wants to plug that loophole by forcing India to promise that none of these materials will reach the U.S. It's a smart geopolitical move disguised as generosity, giving India access but keeping control firmly in its own hands. For India, this creates a difficult dilemma. India needs these materials for its EV revolution, renewable energy goals, electronics manufacturing, and defense production. But India is also part of the U.S.-led Mineral Security Partnership, which aims to reduce dependence on China. If India accepts China's conditions, Washington will not take it lightly. But if India refuses China's offer, its own industries could suffer a significant setback. It's a tightrope between economic need and strategic autonomy. And just when this story couldn't get more complex, a completely unexpected twist arrives from Afghanistan. During his recent visit to India, Afghan Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi made a major offer. He invited India to invest in Afghanistan's mining sector, which holds enormous rare earth and mineral reserves. He even requested India to open the Wagah border route for trade through Pakistan, which would be the fastest land connection. The message from the Taliban government is simple. They want India's trust, investment, and long-term partnership. Afghanistan desperately needs foreign investment and international recognition to stabilize its collapsing economy. India already has experience in Afghan projects like the Haji Gak iron ore investment and infrastructure work before 2021. So this invitation is a clear signal. Afghanistan wants India back. But why isn't Afghanistan asking China or the West for these investments? China has made big promises, lithium deals, mining contracts, infrastructure, but delivered very little. The Taliban also fears China's leverage, long-term control, and security demands. Some factions dislike China's closeness to Pakistan and are unhappy about Beijing's treatment of Uyghur Muslims. The West, on the other hand, has frozen Afghan funds, refuses to recognize the Taliban government, and channels all aid through NGOs and the UN, not the Afghan state. Meanwhile, India is seen as non-interventionist, with no troops, no covert agenda, and a decades-long history of building schools, hospitals, dams, and even the Afghan parliament. India is viewed as not a colonizer, but as a development partner, trusted by ordinary Afghans and respected for its democratic principles. India's ties with Iran and Central Asia also make it a balancing force against China and Pakistan. So by inviting India, the Taliban is sending messages to the entire world, telling Pakistan they have other friends, telling China that Afghanistan cannot be bought cheaply, telling the West that it is no longer welcome, and telling India that Afghanistan prefers its model of neutrality and development. Now let's return to the root of the issue. India approached China for rare earth magnets, and China responded with a strict no re-export condition. Considering India has been exporting refined Russian oil to the US and EU, China's caution is understandable. India knows the consequences of accepting this condition, mainly pressure from the US under Donald Trump or any administration. But India also understands that getting ready-made rare earth magnets from China is far easier, faster, and cheaper than mining raw material in Afghanistan and processing it from scratch. Still, the Afghan option is very real, and China knows it. That's why China's offer seems like a strategic reaction not just to control supply, but also to prevent India from forming a new mineral access through Afghanistan. In the 21st century, rare earths and lithium are the new oil. They power electric vehicles, batteries, electronics, weapon systems, and renewable energy technologies. Whoever controls these resources controls the future. Afghanistan has the resources. India has the technology and manufacturing potential. China currently dominates the global supply chain. The real competition now is over alliances, who partners with whom and who secures long-term access. Afghanistan has unexpectedly become the swing state of the mineral world, the place that could decide the future balance of power. India's rare earth demand is already around 4,000 tons and will double by 2030. To deal with this, India is following a two-track strategy: short-term resilience and long-term self-reliance. In the short term, India hasn't accepted China's anti-diversion clause, but is managing supplies through existing end-user certificates. In the long term, India has approved a massive 7,300 crore plan for domestic magnet production, launched a national critical minerals stockpile for emergencies, and through its company Kabil is striking partnerships with mineral-rich countries. Afghanistan's offer fits perfectly into that long-term vision. Where does this all lead? We are witnessing a global tug-of-war. China wants to tighten its control. The United States wants to break that control. And India, caught in the middle, is trying to convert this challenge into a strategic opportunity. If India plays its cards right, Afghanistan could become its new mineral partner, and India could move one step closer to true Atmanirbharta in one of the most crucial sectors of the future. This is not just trade. This is geo-economic power play over the building blocks of tomorrow's technologies. Whoever controls rare earths and lithium controls the future. And Afghanistan, once a battlefield of wars, is quietly becoming the battlefield of minerals, influence, and global power. I hope you found this breakdown insightful. Thanks for watching this video.